Oh yeah, sorry. How do the trees get on the internet? Jesus Christ, oh my god. I got distracted again because some idiot online claimed that Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't have pronouns. And I am here with my 11 playthroughs, with my 11 characters, where I created basically any combination I could. And I'm like, how can you not know that? This is such a basic feature. What happened to my game? Hello? Wait. I need to close this browser. Hello.
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars, the city has its own mountain of problems to struggle with. The biggest ones being the ever-growing gap between the rich and the poor, an uncontrollable rise in crime, and the Purity of Light's aggressive crusade for new followers.
I needed to go to the drink because I had nothing to drink on me. Where are we? We are at the entrance to this place. Good idea.
Hold it right there. What's your business in this city? You one of the refugees? There's been an awful lot lately.
Has there?
Has there?
Hi, just last night a whole carriage of them arrived here.
And you let them in?
Those I did, yep. But that's because that woman leading him claimed to know Farland, the mayor. Didn't believe her at first, but she wouldn't let it go and asked us to send word to him. Well, so that we did. Turned out she was right. The mayor asked to let him in at once and gave him a roof to sleep under. Mysterious world, isn't it?
Good. I am not a refugee.
Has there?
Just last night a whole carriage of...
And you let them in?
Those I did. Well,
I'm
so
a
that we did.
Has there?
Just...
And you let them in?
Those I did, yep. But that's because that... Well, so that we did. Turned out...
Well, I'm not a refugee.
You know what? I even believe you. Then what's your business?
I am an adventurer! Just a traveler passed through. I'm looking for work.
I'm an adventurer.
Really? You got that look about you. Funny, before I signed up with the Guard, I used to be an adventurer too.
Lol.
But then I took... never mind. You're not here to hear an old guard rambling on about better days. Go on inside. Just behave yourself and you'll be fine.
That was a Skyrim reference, wasn't it? A reference to that guy who says, I was an adventurer too until I got an arrow in my knee. I never played Skyrim. But that's one thing I know about Skyrim. That and the fact that you can get married in Skyrim.
Everlight. I didn't think I'd set foot in here again so soon.
Have you been here before?
Long time ago, yes. That was still during the wars. It looked quite different at that time.
I can imagine. It's certainly massive. Not even Finn and Mir comes close to that.
So I know that you can get married in Skyrim, and because I was researching marriage in video games, specifically in RPGs, and I was researching how it differs from other games. So in Skyrim, your spouse, the NPC spouse, is basically a robot.
You there, soldier, you. Have you got a moment?
A robot in a sense that they don't live, they don't have lives, they just exist there to do everything around the house that you buy and nothing else. It doesn't feel very immersive.
Yes? What is it?
I need your help.
What happened?
What happened? Who are you?
Rohija. Rohija Tanner. I have a small farm just behind the city walls, which I run with my husband. Thing is, he's sick. Stomach cramps and fever. Ever since he went to that bloody village. Anyhow, harvest is coming up soon, and I can't have my Georgie lying in bed all day.
What village?
What village?
Some muck heap in the middle of Leonider. Leanin, something like that.
Well, I am not a doctor.
I'm not sure I'm who you should talk to. There must be a doctor in town.
Oh, come on. Do you really trust these quacks? A friend of mine once went to one of them with a gash on her leg and came back with the leg missing. Can you believe that? Just cutting off people's limbs right and left like that? I'm not going to let them hurt my Georgie like that.
Well, then, just wait it out. I don't see what else you could do.
Well, that's where you come in. Holy Frank, the world-renowned traveling healer, was in town a week back. He gave me a secret recipe that works on all stomach ailments, and I'm the first person in the kingdom to be allowed to replicate this holy concoction. Ugh, of course, these so-called doctors have nothing comparable in their satchels. Now the problem is, I have my hands full with running the farm now that Georgie's ill, and I just don't have the time to look for the potion's ingredients myself.
And you want us to find them for you, right?
That's it. We'll make it worth your while. We have a lot of surplus vegetables and grains we'd be happy to share with you for your help.
We have an anti-vaxxer here. Those doctors, they are not good. They don't know what they are doing. My friend had a gash on her leg and then she came back without the leg. Did you think maybe that something may have gone inside her leg from the gash on her leg? Like, I was recently researching a lot of sepsis because I was afraid I may get it because of my mole removal. I was obsessed and I was reading a lot about sepsis, and there was written basically that if it gets inside, it can really get bad. And I am pretty sure that there are more stuff that can get inside you through a small cut. So, if you lose a limb, because doctor had to cut it, it usually means that the limb was already not salvageable. It was already infected, and leaving it in would mean that you would die. So, you would choose between losing a leg and living. And not losing a leg and dying. Just vegetables?
Not sure how much use we have for surplus vegetables.
Well, I'm not swimming in riches these days, so I'm afraid I can't offer you anything else. I must say, I'm a bit disappointed in you. You look like an honest soldier, not like the kind of person who'd take advantage of a grieving wife.
Do I have to help her? She sounds like someone who is crazy and is trying to find an alternative medicine. I am not saying that doctors aren't people who can make mistakes. Like, there are doctors who really don't take patients seriously and let patients go years and years with symptoms that they don't know where they come from, and they keep telling them some random stuff. I am pretty sure that her husband is sick with a blood burn. Okay, let's help. Maybe we'll learn something more.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. Could you give me a list of these ingredients you need?
Oh, yes, of course. I've already put one together. Thank you, friend. I'm sure Tiara will reward you for your kindness. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to the farm. Georgie needs his cold wraps changed.
Alright. Where's your farm so I can find you when I've got the stuff?
Just under the south wall. You can't miss it. Tiara's blessing, soldier. You're doing the right thing.
Now I am your friend? Before you called me selfish.
That way? Quite the character.
A good deed a day keeps the dark ones away. Can't hurt to help someone every once in a while.
You got it.
Ah, there is a fall.
You! Yes, you! Oh, stranger! Would you be so kind and help a wretched man? A terrible curse befell me, and you look bold enough to come to my aid. I cannot eat, I cannot sleep, I cannot smith. You just might be my only hope. You! Yes, you! Oh!
Sounds, tragic. What kind of curse is it? A magical one?
What? No, no, it is far worse than that. It is the curse of love. My sweet Jane and I are kept from each other by our cruel families. I come from one of the most noble elven families. Yes, I might have chosen the simple life of a blacksmith over the comforts of nobility, but that did not stop my father from meddling in my affairs. My father and Jane's family are plotting against us. Our parents' schemes have gone so far that they do not even allow Jane to see me anymore. I am sure it is her father who is behind it. He simply cannot accept my decision to forfeit the noble life. However, I have devised a plan to reunite Jane and me. But to carry it out, I need your help.
That guy may be odd, but his craftsmanship is excellent. Didn't you say we might need a smith for our army?
How can I help you?
How can I help you?
Ask.
Ask what?
Why, about Jane and me. You must have millions of questions, and I do not blame you. Such fierce display of emotions can be overwhelming for the poor soul who has never felt them.
Right? Jesus Christ. Are you writing an epic or something? Alright, tell me a bit more about Jane.
Alright, then tell me a bit more about Jane.
Oh, where should I start? She is the most divine being ever known to walk the earth. The moment I met her on a sweet summer's day, I knew she was the one. We shared the most beautiful night of fiery passion, and it soon became clear that we were meant to be together. These enchanted eyes, her hair golden and sweet like molten honey, her shapely cheeks with a touch of rose like a blossoming flower, her slender waist like...
Yeah, I get it. Thanks.
So they went to fuck, and that was it. That was enough to make him fall in love. Guy, don't you, like, can't you have, like, a higher standard? Why did you become a smith?
Why did you become a smith and not a nobleman?
Oh, it is simple. My father might be a noble, but he has achieved status and respect through hard work and determination. It was always my intention to follow the same path. Wealth makes people complacent. I wanted to earn my keep, and that my father does not see the true virtuous intentions behind my decision saddens me even more.
Okay. I don't have any more questions. Let's discuss your plan.
I don't have any more questions. Let's discuss your plan. How do you want me to help you? I'd rather not take on the Everlight nobility.
Oh, do not worry. This will not be necessary. All you have to do is deliver this potion to Jane. It's the milk of the poppy mixed with fire nettle, a very potent sleeping potion. Once ingested, it mimics death for around 24 hours. She and I will both drink it, and I paid the mortician to not embalm our bodies and cover up our escape. Tonight, at sunset, we shall both drink it. Then, once we wake up, we will escape this wretched city forever and build a new life in a better world.
Why do I have a feeling that this is Romeo and Juliet, the big plan that didn't work out in the end? Bold plan.
Milk of the poppy and fire nettle are both strong sedatives. Do you really think mixing the two is a good idea? You might die.
I will not. Trust me, one of my many virtues is an excellent knowledge in the art of alchemy. I know what I am doing.
Alright, give me that potion.
Well, okay. I'll give this potion to Jane and tell her of your plan.
Splendid. Wonderful. You, brave traveler, are what's lacking in this world. Men and women who fight for the beauty of love. Speak to me once the deed has been done.
I feel like this will end badly.
Interesting.
Are you really going to give that woman Jane this potion? This sounds like one heck of a stupid plan.
Well, let's just see what she has to say about it first.
Yeah, that's a very stupid plan. This is a quest system?
You know how to bargain, don't you?
I wonder why. The quest item. Like, can we, like, collect the legendary armor? Pride of Lord Thunder. Uh-huh. try not to leave anything behind, but I'll figure.
Blasted armor. Huh. Intriguing.
Clara!
There you are. I was wondering when you'd show up.
I came as fast as I could. Where are the villagers?
In a safe place. Not the most beautiful part of this city, but it'll do, for now. Ah, and I sent Ralph to an apothecary. Despite the fire nettle, his cramps have gotten worse.
I see. How was the rest of the journey?
Well, a handful of the general's soldiers followed us, but we handled them. Probably didn't expect any resistance from an old crone like me and a couple of farmers. And I still can't believe we didn't lose a single soul on that journey. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. Speaking of it, hang on a moment. Here. I think you should have that. As a token of gratitude. Either way, that's not why you're here, right? You kept your promise, and I'll keep mine.
Allies. Does that mean you'll introduce me to those friends of yours?
Yes. In fact, I've already told him about you. His name is Phelan Argyle, the mayor of this city.
You're friends with Everlight's mayor?
You're friends with Everlight's mayor?
Well, friends is a big word. Let's just say that he still owed me a favor.
Will he meet with me?
Will he meet with me?
Yes, just go to his house and tell the guard that you're sent by Clara Farland. She'll let you in. So, I guess this is where we part ways, isn't it? It was a pleasure, Tahar. Thank you for everything.
Likewise.
Likewise. What will you and your people do now?
Play it by ear, I suppose. That's what I've always been good at.
No, Penelope. You cannot do this to me, he loudly screamed, full of pain and anguish. Penelope softly cast him a mournful glance. Her eyes dreamily drifted off towards the merciless and cold winter sky. But I have to, she silently whispered, full of remorse. Her tender breath tenderly caressed his haggard cheekbones, mockingly. My heart beats with yearning when I see her sweet and lovely face. For you, oh my former beloved, my feelings resemble the deepest depths of the deep sea of dreams, but alas, I am still young. I want my heart aflame, burning brightly like the fires of Zarak. She, oh my former beloved, is the spark that shall kindle my desires. A bitter tear bitterly flowed down Barticius's face. As if slyly commenting on his endless, horrible suffering, the wind howled mourningly in the distance. A storm would come. If that is your wish, oh beloved, Barticius vigorously ejaculated, full of loving acceptance.
What?
Then I shall accept it. For I know that true love knows no malice, no jealousy. True love knows love, and love only. Ceremonially, he boldly knelt down in front of her and took her soft and tender hand into his equally soft and tender hands. Zestfully he said, I shall wait for you. I shall wait for you. Go, O lovely Penelope, go and give this sweet woman you desire all the love you can muster.
Wait,
Make
what?
her heart rejoice in fierce passion, like a sun-kissed red cherry. I shall wait. And when the sun stops shining, and the stars long have died, I shall still do so. For now, you too, O sweet Penelope, are my former beloved. Goodbye.
What did I just hear? There was word ejaculation and lesbian love in the same story?
What is it?
What was that? What did you just read?
That was an excerpt from my novel, The Shackles of Desire. Do you like it?
You may want to consider cutting back on the adverb.
You should cut back on the adverbs a little.
What? No. I need to communicate what my characters are feeling. What do you think the readers are? Telepaths? In a book, there's only the writing that can carry information, unlike in the plays. But who am I even talking to? It's obvious you're a simpleton. Just move along, will you? I have hearts to kindle.
He just called me a sister. That's mean.
He rattled the dwarf full of gold, saved by the crowd, who was told not to trust dwarves, and behold, shady pirates boarding for some sunken mold.
That wasn't a particularly good poem.
Rats with their hairy, ugly butts, they gnawed on our nuts, dangling dead between our legs, but maybe we fend them off next.
Why are all the artists here elves? The guy who called me a simpleton was also getting an elven picture.
This blasted elf, he just won't shut his trap.
What's wrong?
He's been citing poems for days. They don't make sense and they are horrendous. Someone should either pay him to leave or show him we don't want him here.
Lol. I mean...
Alright, why not?
Where's the line? Where is the line? Where is the line? Oh, there's another. So, this nice one. I don't think this map is even made for any conquest. I like this stuff.
The best wares from Kalea to Northander. Pleasure doing business
Will
with
do.
you. Come again. I'm getting new wares by the next moon's turn.
Huh?
State your business.
Whose house is that?
Whose house is that?
If you have to ask, you sure as heck don't belong here. Sod off.
Clara Farlorn sent.
Clara Farlon sent me.
Huh. The description fits. Fine, go on in. Argyle is waiting for you.
Okay,
Sure.
later.
Sounds like a plan.
2 more. You received 200 gold. From who? Why? What did I do? I didn't do anything. Find some hair. Why do I need hair? For the elixir. The city is big.
All right. Just be careful. You know, men can be irrational.
I do. Thanks, Dad.
Fair enough, then. I'll see you tonight for dinner. And please help Mother with these draperies, will you?
I will.
Are you Jane?
Yes, I am. Who is asking?
A friend. I was sent by Vilron to give you this potion.
Vilron? But what's in that flask? I'm sorry, but this is a little odd.
Well, it's a sleeping potion. He wants you to take it at sunset tonight. and he will do the same. It will mimic death, so you can escape from your families to be together. Or, at least that was the plan.
Oh, I see. Well, I hate to say it, but you're a little misinformed. Vilron and I had a lovely evening together, and yes, we kissed, but that's about it. He's not really my type.
Ooh.
Too impulsive, too, syrupy.
Oh, this is better than the Romeo and Juliet, because nobody, like, I recently learned that Romeo actually had a lover when he fell in love with Juliet. So he was like a fuckboy. I didn't read the play ever. I just learned about it always from second hand. And now this guy is like, oh, I had this beautiful night of passion with that woman. I fell in love. We need to run away. We are separated by our family. And the girl is like, actually, he is just meh. I don't like him. And Vilren seems to think otherwise.
That's not the way Vilron told it. He said you love him as much as he loves you, and that it's your parents keeping you from each other.
Oh, by Tiara. Yes, I told him that I loved him that night because it felt right in that moment, but then he started writing me these poems and sonnets, and by now I think there isn't a single flower he hasn't compared me to. And then he sent that letter where he asked me how we should name our children. That was the moment I, well, needed some distance.
Lord.
Don't get me wrong, he's a really good man, but I just can't deal with his enthusiasm. I'm sure he will find a girl that will appreciate his sonnets, but it just isn't me.
Oh my. That's kind of funny.
Lol. Then what do you want me to tell Vilron?
Then what do you want me to tell Vilron? I have to stop him from taking that potion tonight and waking up all alone in a morgue.
Well, if you're going to talk to him anyway, tell him the truth. Trying to spare him from rejection led to this entire situation. Tell him that I really appreciated our time together and that I know he will find true love sooner or later.
Okay, alright then, sorry for bothering you.
Alright then. Sorry for bothering you.
Oh no, you didn't bother me in the least. This entire situation is unfortunate. Thank you for helping us resolve all this. I was too much of a coward to do it myself. Goodbye.
Hopefully he won't go ape shit over this. Are there any hidden treasures in this city? Because the city is not really well navigational. I found like one book so far. It was gold. But gold is not really, I feel like gold isn't really that noticeable. Hi!
You're back. So tell me, did you complete your glorious quest?
Yeah, about that. Vilron, I don't think Jane will be drinking that potion. She isn't interested in fleeing Everlight with you.
Why would she not want to come with me?
She doesn't love you.
Jane doesn't love you, Vilron. She led you on because she didn't want to hurt your feelings. And she asked me to tell you.
What? No! Her father must have forced her to say this. And I am tired of having that madman coerce my beloved. Ride with me, warrior of love. We shall free Jane from that tyrant's oppression once and for all.
No.
Wait, Vilron. Before you do anything, stop for a minute and think. You've known this girl for 2 weeks, right? And yes, you shared one romantic evening together, but that's about all. What do you really know about her?
What? What do you mean?
I mean, maybe you fell in love with the idea of Jane, and not Jane herself.
But no, that can't be it. Or can it?
It's normal. Your determination was off-putting.
Look, Jane really liked you, but instead of giving her the time to develop her feelings, You assaulted her with your gestures and desperate displays of love. She felt cornered, and whatever she had felt for you died before it could develop into something else.
But no, I mean, that is how the poets do it, isn't it? Love is supposed to be intense, beautiful, unreasonable. Though, maybe there is truth in your words. Maybe I got too excited. Oh, blazes. Why didn't I see this? Oh, god damn it. I can't believe this really happened.
Actually, if you want to turn the page and start over, I might have an offer for you. My men are in need of an elven smith in Mullendir. You can come with me and forget about all this.
Mullendir? The ancient Shaper city?
Yes, we found it. It's a long story, but I can tell you all you need to know on the way. And we can pay you.
I don't know. I can't just leave my smithy, can I? Then again, everything here reminds me of her.
You don't need to leave forever. Just stay with us until our mission is completed.
All right then. You convinced me. Let me get my things first, and then I'll meet you at the border. And thanks again for telling me the truth.
Well, that ended well. I was kinda, worried that it will not end well. But he understood. Also, it was a really nice conversation, especially if you play a woman. I can't really imagine male Tahar to understand how it is to be a woman who feels cornered by a man with feelings. But female Tahar just fits the bill.
I'll take a look.
Axes, daggers, swords, everything for the wary traveler. Good choice.
Yes, wanna trade?
Oh.
Come again. May Tiara bless your path.
Weasel Talisman. If user is out of combat, apply Hasten to allied heroes around user for 2 seconds. Steadfast Talisman. You are the oak in the storm, the rock in the tide. Your feet are one with the earth. Your stance is unwavering. Immune to knockback. Nail ability. Oh, I like. La 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 la. Wait. You can't wear it? I thought it was like... Okay. Never. I feel like I saw some gold.
Let's see.
The beauty of Everlight. As my horse drew our cart around the bend, the city of Everlight appeared on the horizon. Despite the war-ravaged land of Iskander, the free city stands alone as a beacon of safe harbor. Just the sight of those walls lifts the spirit after a long time on the road. Once past the main gate, the city opens up like a cup of liquid spilling out on the table. Traversing the winding streets is like walking in a memory, familiar and comforting, and yet always a bit of a mystery. I always find myself staring at the tightly packed houses, wondering how so many people could all call this place home. The market in Everlight is a sight to behold in itself. Stalls upon stalls of every commodity imaginable crowd the already dense streets. A few houses over are the docks, perhaps the fullest part of the city. In addition to the sound of birds and boat merchants hawking their wares, the entire area is polluted by the pungency of the nearby sewers. One of the best spots in the city is a small fountain just outside the inner keep's wall. From there, the tranquil sounds of the fountain's waters provide relief from the cacophony of the market street. A weary traveler can sit and rest a moment gazing upon the massive stone wall and the glimpses of the buildings that lie beyond. I have sat beside the fountain many times before, pondering the wonders of the city. It is truly a rival to even Greyfell, as despite its smaller stature, the city is free from the crown, breathing down its neck. Were it not for the danger of the lands surrounding it, Everlight would perhaps be the greatest city, non-Thunder. Okay, cool.
Huh? Help you with something?
That island in the lake, that is the Creators Guild, isn't it?
That island's in the lake. That is the Creators Guild, isn't it?
Yeah? Why you asking?
It might be the distance, but it looked a lot more populated when I was last there.
That's because after your father's war, a lot of the Creators' mages left. They were afraid of being out in the open, so to speak.
Why? The Creators Guild didn't participate in the war, did it? Same as Everlight.
Yeah, but that didn't stop the common folk and the refugees who came here from blaming them. There were even attacks on the guild.
Well, not all the common folk, as you call it, took part in them. I know the Creators' mages haven't ever done anything foul. What happened during that attack was a bloody tragedy. The mayor saw that the people who did it were put on the gallows.
Okay. So I can use this guy
I'll be off.
to ferry to the island. Okay, there's no way to go there.
You got it.
Why are there enemies here?
Yes, dear?
Can we even fight inside the city?
More lost souls. Is this really necessary?
Well, we killed someone.
Huh?
That way?
Wrong click. Wrong.
Script note. Crystal. Is this some kind of code?
That's the way.
This is really well
What do
created.
you want me to do? We need to protect him, and you're the only one who can, please. This is my baby boy we are talking about. Just don't do this.
I wish I could, madame, but my hands are tied. I cannot afford to work for free, and you know that as much as I do. Your boy will have to find someone else to help him.
Fine. I get it. All this lofty talk of yours is just a charade, isn't it? You're doing it for the money.
That's not...
Rot in the claws of Norhagar. We're done.
What I wanted to say? The city is really well designed. I always have issues with designing cities. They always look like weird boxes.
Huh?
What was that about? What did she want from you?
Oh, you mean... nothing. Just an armor.
For her baby boy?
God damn it. Say, who are you? You look like military, but you're not wearing a crest.
I'm just a traveler.
I'm just a traveler.
A well-armed one, it seems. All right, then. I hope I don't regret this, but my gut tells me you people are good folk. I'm helping people. Mages.
How?
Well, it's not a secret that this new cult, the Purity of Light, is out for blood. Yes, here in Everlight, it isn't by far as bad as in Greyfell. But still, there's a lot of hatred going around. Just 2 moons ago, a young mage, a woman, was kidnapped and found dead in the river 2 days later. You'd have to be quite deluded to not see how messed up that is. So I decided to help. I've lived in Everlight all my life and know every rat's hole and alley. And my profession allows me to move in and out of the city without arousing suspicion.
I think I see where this is going. You're smuggling mages out of the city.
Yes, I guess that's what I do.
Can the mages just go on their own?
Can't these mages just go on their own?
In theory, yes. Everlight's a free city. But there's mage haters everywhere. Also among the guard and the scouts, and if someone finds out they've left, well, outside the walls, they are fair game. So an escape needs to be meticulously planned.
That's noble.
That's noble.
Don't say that. It's what every servant of Tiara should do.
Are you a mage too?
Are you a mage too?
Huh, if I were, I would have left that city long ago. No, I'm not. I just like to think of myself as a man who doesn't stand by and watch while things like the Purity happen.
And what did that woman want?
I see. So what exactly did that woman want? She seemed worried about her son.
Yeah, it's a tragic story. Her boy is gifted, their neighbors found out, and now she's rightfully worried. Thing is, I'm out of money, and the, transfers aren't exactly cheap. I have horses to pay, the ferryman, and guards to bribe. She wants me to help her for free, and as much as I'd like to, I hardly have enough money to run that smithy here anymore. And also, ever since those two mage brothers disappeared, other mages have become reluctant to seek my help.
Mage brothers?
I don't know. I'm not sure we should continue this conversation, really. I've already told you way too much.
Maybe we can help.
Maybe we can help.
You? But, I'm not sure.
Ellen's reigns, don't be an idiot. We're mages too, and if we'd wanted to sell you out, we would have done it by now.
Well, I guess you're right. Then let's make this brief. 5 days ago, two brothers, both of them mages, showed up in my smithy and asked to be smuggled out of the city. They paid in advance, and I made all the arrangements. But the night the escape should have taken place, they simply didn't show up.
That's odd.
Yeah, well, actually, I think I know what happened. The Sacred Purifier, as he styles himself.
I'm guessing he's from the Purity of Light.
I'm guessing he's from the Purity?
Actually not. Or at least not to my knowledge. He has his lackeys, but he mainly works on his own.
Who is he?
Who is he?
Some kind of vigilante. I have no idea why he does what he does, but he and his people kidnap mages and torture them for days. Then when he has broken them entirely, he gouges their eyes out, kills them, and leaves their bodies out in the open for everyone to see.
Niehoff's hammer.
How do you know this?
You seem to know a lot about him. How?
Everyone in Everlight knows about him. Only a week ago they found another mutilated body. Thing is, he's only killing mages, so the guards' attempts to find him and put him to justice have been half-hearted at best.
And you think he has taken your client?
And you think he has taken your clients?
Yes. They told me someone was out for them, and the pattern fits. Had it simply been a bunch of brawlers, their bodies would have been found by now.
How much time do they have left?
How much time do they have left?
Well, as I said, it was 5 days ago that they disappeared. The Purifier kills on the 7th day, so things aren't looking too bright.
We'll find them.
We'll find them. Any idea where the Purifier might have taken them?
Wait, you? This man is dangerous. You know that, right? Otherwise, I would have taken steps myself already.
We can handle ourselves. Trust me.
I don't feel good about this, but fine. I've investigated a little, and according to a traveler, a man who fits the description of the Purifier has been seen in a camp in the Everlight outskirts.
Did you tell the guard about this traveler?
Did you tell the guard about this traveler?
No, because as I said, there are lots of people in Everlight who sympathize with him, even in the guard. If I told them, it's possible they'd simply tell him to move.
Blazes. Is it really that bad?
Maybe not, but I can't afford to take any risks. It's better to know where the wolf is hiding.
I see what I can do.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
And thank you. For doing what you do, I mean.
Well, you're the ones taking on the murdering psychopath. The brothers you're looking for are tall. Brown hair, brown eyes, and in their early 30s. They are twins, so you won't have trouble identifying them. I'll be waiting here.
Okay. I need a quick break. I'll be right back.
Sacred purifier. That's just messed up.
We'll deal with them.
Purifier. Purifier of what? Common sense?
Sure.
You read my mind.
Huh. Intriguing.
Sounds like a plan.
There. That might be the Purifier's camp.
Yeah. Let's hope the Mage Brothers are still alive. That way?
Why isn't he attacking?
That's the twins. Shit.
I know you are here. What do you want? You should choose your words carefully.
You are blind?
You're blind?
I am.
Are you the Sacred Purifier?
Are you the Sacred Purifier?
That's what Aenir named me, yes. You came here for the twins, I take it. They are dead. They did not withstand my trials. I believe Joseph put them into that cage over there, in case you would like to convince yourself.
Places.
So you're killing in the name of the purity.
So you're killing in the name of the purity?
The purity? No. I kill for purity. I do not know much about this Rondar Lacane and his servants, and it does not matter, because soon my time on this world will end.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I mean what I said. It was never Aenir's will for me to live a long life. He has chosen me for his task, and I have now almost purified 47 people, just as much time as my miserable shell has spent on this world.
What by Nihalf are you talking about?
I have been blind since birth. All the colors, all the shapes, all the joys of this world. I could not see them. For years and years, I considered my disability a curse. I hated the Guardians. I hated the All-Father. I hated my mother for giving birth to me. And it was only 1 year ago that the All-Father spoke to me, and that I finally understood.
How do they even know it's EO? It could be anyone. Seems he's speaking to everybody.
Honestly, with all the people Aenir is speaking to these days, I'm surprised he has any time left for being a god at all.
Very funny. I understood that blemishes like my lack of vision are not a curse, but a punishment. You see, my mother was a whore. She was twisted, impure, sinful, and left me right after I was born. It was a miracle I survived that long.
Shut the fuck up! Of course this guy got the god to speak to him, and what God made him realize? That his mother was a sinful whore who abandoned her. Mister, how do you think a woman can find quick and easy job that gives a lot of money? That's usually hoarding yourself. But you survive. Also, she probably left you because she couldn't afford to raise you, because either she wasn't earning enough to raise a child, or because she was working what she was working as, she couldn't keep the child with her, or maybe she decided that child doesn't deserve life like this, so she left you, so you would have, I don't know, better life. But no, you have to blame her, you have to talk that like she's sinful. I fucking hate this entire cult. If Io is such a fucking misogynistic god, then I'm going to kill him myself. Come here. I'll fucking beat your ass.
Urge is the result of my mother's corruption.
No!
You mean you're blind because your mother was a whore?
Yes, and it is the same with every blemish, including magic.
Also, not only sexism, misogyny, but also ableism, whatever. Ableism. Or ableism. How do you pronounce it in English? And no matter. He is so fucking hateful towards disabilities, and he needs a reason to blame disability on something, so he decides that disability is a punishment for sin, because why not blame someone else and say that disability is a punishment? Why can't it just exist?
They are a reminder of our fathers and mothers' failures.
Fuck
so
you!
The All-Father offered me a bargain. The only way to save the blemished is to purify them, the way I do. Pain, suffering.
I'm starting to think that nobody hears that God. I'm starting to think that they all get delusion. Because it's impossible that the God would tell them exactly what they want to hear. I mean, in the real world, there are also Christians who claim that God told them to do this and that bad shit. And when scientists looked into that, it turned out that it was just their inside voice telling them to do those things. And they misunderstood it as God.
And ultimately death. If I were to do this on 47 sinners, the same as the number of years my wretched shell has lived on this world, I would be able to purify myself.
Purify yourself? You mean kill yourself?
Purify yourself?
Do the same to me that I have done to them. Yes. My body is only an instrument, stranger. And the day that it is no longer needed, it shall be discarded.
Shouldn't you kill the parents instead?
I don't get it. Even if what you said was true, why would you kill the children of the sinners instead of the sinners themselves? It's not their fault they were born that way.
You are naive, stranger. There is no fault and no guilt in Aenir's deeds. Yes, these people did not choose to be the way they are, but it does not change their nature. A dog does not choose to go feral, yet it needs to be removed.
I'm sorry, but the dog isn't born feral. This guy basically is like, those people were born this way because of the sins of their parents, and they deserve to die even though they didn't choose to be born that way. Doesn't it sound to you like everything that the right says about any minority group that they don't like? Queer people, black people, Asian people, everyone who is not white. They just think that we deserve to die. They have the same twisted logic as this guy. Why gouging out the eyes?
But why do you gouge out your victim's eyes? Why would Aenir want that?
It is my mark. I am the one Aenir chose to liberate them.
Fuck you!
So I inflict them with the same blemish that defines me. It is only logical.
Well, not really.
Okay, I have enough. Kill them. Kill this guy. The most annoying thing is that he will get exactly what he wants right now. He wants to die and he will die. And he killed 47 people for this stupid crusade that he told him the God told him to do. I don't believe God told him to do it. I believe his internal voice told him to do it. And if it was the God of creation in this world, then that God deserves to fucking die.
Alright, you will kill no more people. This ends here and now.
That was my plan all along. Joseph, Hawk, kill them.
Damn it! I need heal.
Order.
Got it.
He was purifying people from their sins. Their sins being burdened with magic. Fuck you. You're not purifying anyone. You're just a disgusting fucking
This way, right?
monster who relishes in other people's suffering.
Understood.
Sure. Blasted armor.
Will do.
That's the way?
Let me see.
This way, right?
Diary of a treasure hunt. I've acquired many treasures over the years, found bartered, stolen, but none compared to the gift of the giant. It all started with a rumor and a drunken bet. Pretty standard for me, but something felt different about this one. I knew the innkeeper wasn't telling me everything. Still, I set out in search. If I am being honest, am I? I was too drunk to remember most of it. Arila did most of the hard work. That beautiful silly girl. We followed the rumor to an old giant crypt. The armor was locked behind many ancient traps, but Arila bested them all, and then she betrayed me. I was foolish. The more beautiful an innkeeper's daughter, the more nefarious her scheming. The allure of a different life captivated me, distracted me, and it was perhaps my greatest moment of weakness. She wanted the armor. I know that now, even if she could never admit it. She used me, but then I suppose I used her. I had to kill her. Whatever I might have felt doesn't matter now. But it was worth it in the end. This is the finest piece of armor I've ever known. A man feels like a giant with it on. Just by wearing it, I feel strength I never known. Kings would trade their vaults of gold for it, but nay, I shan't part with it. Let some treasure seeker someday hear a drunken tale of Conrose, the adventurer and the gift of the giant. Oh, some lady is trying to.
Huh?
Shh. Can you see I'm paying my respect?
Yes?
I'll take a
I'm
look.
very emotional right now.
Wait, I thought the achievement click F to pay respect was like literally like I have to click F, but now I understand. It was like give L.
All right. All right. Why not?
What's here?
Here we go. Fair enough. Let's do this.
More fighting. Does this never end?
Whatever's necessary. They will fall.
All right, here goes nothing.
Fine.
Sounds like a plan. Huh. Interesting.
Will do.
Look at that, boys. We're
You read my mind.
That way?
Hello, Timara. How are you today? Oh, someone dead. The Bloodburn. Ooh! In accordance with Apothecary Yora's instruction, compiled below are all mentions of the plague disease known as the Bloodburn, transcribed faithfully by Jerin, disciple and apprentice. Entry 1. Patient came to me this morning complaining of fever. I prescribed the usual treatment of rest, but the patient returned within the hour. I have never felt skin so hot, as if there was a fire raging inside them. Remains of patient's body was discovered in the field just before sundown. Healer Ula. Entry 2. A salve of sage, fresh, clinical goat, manure, and fish scales applied whilst breathing the air of sulfuric dragon salt is the key to preventing contraction of the bloodburn. Apothecary Jeron. Entry 3. A tea of bitter roots and worm larvae consumed at the moment of sunset precisely, followed by application of a salve of dried forest mushrooms and spider venom is the only way to prevent the bloodburn. Apothecary Lonora. That sounds bonkers, the same as the previous one. Entry 4. Bloodburn is a test for the wicked. If one lives the life of devotion and piety, then one has nothing to fear. That so many have fallen to this so-called plague only demonstrates the power and righteousness of the gods, a humble priest of Shana. Fuck you! This person just blamed the sinners for dying of sin. Or more like called people sinners because they died. Entry 5. All subjects with confirmed bloodborne diagnosis began with the same symptoms. Fever, sweating, and rapid increase in severity of symptoms. Plague affects subjects similarly regardless of age or gender. Subjects live and work in different parts of town, so proximity to plague animal unlikely. Water supply? No. More subjects would be expected. Exposure to travelers, not consistent across subjects. Allergies? Pionora researcher. Finally someone with head and brain. Entry 6. Method of plague contraction is unknown. Once acquired, individual begins to feel hot. Sweat forms on the skin despite local weather conditions. At this time, individual feels moderately uncomfortable. Fever develops. Individual continues to feel hot despite any method of cooling. Sweating becomes profuse. Blisters form on skin, most noticeably on arms and legs. Individual feels lightheaded, weak. Rapid heart rate expected. Pain is very likely. Body begins to swell, beginning with hands and feet. Intense headache. Concentrates pain in upper head region. Bowel movements are unpredictable. Body temperature and internal pressure continue to rise. Final stage includes boiling blood, violent release of internal pressure, and death. Hylartonia. Finally, someone to describe this properly.
Yes?
Mara, say something, don't keep me posted. Hello, hello, hello.
You're back. So, did you find him?
Yes, he's dead. But so are the mages.
Blazes. I knew this would happen. Oh, god damn it. Well, at least you put this bastard to justice.
Listen, Haggard, the political situation in Everlight isn't going to get better anytime soon. And it's more than likely that someone will get behind what you're doing. I found out too, and it wasn't hard. I'm actually looking for a capable smith.
You? But what about the mages here in Everlight?
They will still need help, but you can't help them if you're dead. Back in my camp, we're mages too, and we'll do everything to keep them safe.
That's not a decision I can make on the spot, friend. Let me think about it, will you? Where can we meet should I decide to join you?
I have a scout stationed here in Everlight. Just talk to him once you've made up your mind. Think about it.
I will.
Now would you look at
Yes? Do I know you?
Ask for strength of the woman's care.
Greetings, milady. Could you spare a moment? I'm here to discuss an urgent matter.
We're really doing this, aren't we? Ellen, help us.
Sure. What is it?
I could not help but notice your astounding beauty.
Well, even a battle-hardened warrior such as myself could not help but notice your astounding beauty. All those years I have shed blood for the Queen and my country, but the battles changed me. I started to question the purpose of my sacrifices. I began to lose my resolve. There is honor in battle, yes. But is honor alone enough to keep a woman going? It is not. We all need something to fight for, something to return to when the ordeals of battle are over. Especially in times of darkness, it is hard not to lose oneself without a glimmer of hope. You, fair lady, are my glimmer. No, do not misunderstand. I am a soldier, and it was never my purpose to find lasting love. But your beauty reminds me that there are things worth fighting for.
I don't know what to say.
Say nothing, fair lady. I know my passion is overwhelming. All I ask for is a strand of your golden hair to remember you by. I shall like to have it with me whenever I venture into battle, to shed blood for my country, for honor, and for the beauty of this world.
I understand. Yes, of course, honorable soldier. Who am I to deny you such a simple request? After all, it is you who is keeping us simple people safe, isn't it?
We are only doing our duty.
Such virtue. Here, take it. Will you... will I find you in Everlight more often?
You may, or you may not. But I will do all in my power to see you whenever possible. Goodbye.
Her voice! Her voice!
Okay, let's just forget this ever happened, alright?
I mean, it started well, it sounded kinda romantic, but the longer she was going and the more she was saying, she was getting this weird voice, as if she was making fun of some man. She was like, it sounded as if she was repeating some kind of words of a man from some romantic novel, and she was making fun of it. But it worked! She gave us the hair. I think we need to go back here. Okay. So he would ferry us to an island, because we still have some stuff to find. 3 venom sacks and 1 Pyrenet left. Or Pyrenet left? Pyrenet left. Pyrenet left. Whatever. English bad.
Huh? Help you with something?
I want to sit over. How much will that cost?
I want to set over. How much will that cost?
25 gold. And no haggling.
Sure.
I want to cross the lake.
Sure. Where to?
The Western Farmland. The Southern Beach. The Crater Hill.
Let's see.
Huh? Help you with something?
I'll be off.
Okay, we are in some place we didn't have access to before. We unlocked the...
Interesting. Hardly anyone here.
True, but still, the magical signature of this place is remarkable.
Well, let's go find someone we can talk to. Got it.
Sure.
Wait. It's only this building?
Let's see.
As a neutral, apolitical association of mages solely devoted to the study of magic, the members of the Creators Guild were among the few gifted that remained neutral during your father's war. Though not comparable to the great universities of Kalaya, it is safe to say that Fiara owes many of its magical and technological advancements to them.
Here we are. Impressive.
And there's people down the hall. We should...
Interesting. We do not get visitors often these times.
Who are you?
I'm Undergast. I suppose you could call me the head of the guild. I sensed someone was coming and that someone had an intriguing aura. Now I know who it is. You are Isamo Tahar's child, are you not?
How do you know?
Well, I have studied Isamo Tahar's magic quite extensively, especially since the end of the Mage Wars. He was a remarkable man. Yours and his magical aura have a lot of similarities.
A remarkable man?
A remarkable man?
Yes.
Does that mean you supported him?
No, that is not what I said. I merely stated that he, as a mage and a man, was remarkable, unusual or special, and therefore surprising or worth mentioning. My opinion on the war is an entirely different matter.
How are our auras similar?
How are our auras similar?
Well, hard to say. You can simply tell that you're related. And there's something else about you that is, well, strange.
Could you elaborate?
I get that a lot. Could you elaborate?
It is hard to say. There's something peculiar about you. An oddity in your aura which I cannot make sense of. I'm sorry.
Hey, say nothing.
Either way, I assume you are here for a reason. How may we, the little that is left of us, help you?
The ferryman told me about an attack.
The ferryman told me about an attack on the guild after the Mage Wars. He said it was the reason there are so few mages left on this island. Is that true?
Yes, but it was not just the attack. There was also an internal disagreement.
How did that attack end?
That attack? How did it end? Am I right to assume you stopped it?
Of course. They were trying to kill us, so we fought back and killed them instead. At least until their morale was broken. Looking back, I think that this display of power was something we should have done earlier. Only because we were peaceful, the people who attacked us assumed that we were defenseless. They will not make the same mistake again.
Okay. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
It does. But again, it was not only the attack that diminished our numbers, but also a disagreement we had within the guild.
What kind of disagreement?
What kind of disagreement?
I would prefer not to talk about it. I am sorry.
So, you're the leader of the guild.
So you are the leader of the guild.
Well, I do not see myself as such, but yes, the majority of the guild considers me its leader.
Tell me more about the Creators Guild.
I was wondering if you could tell me more about the Creators Guild.
Maybe I should begin with the question, what do you know about us already?
I know that you're a neutral association of mages that didn't participate in the Mage Wars. That's about it.
Well, and that is about the core of our guild. We are mages devoted to study, science, and the preservation of knowledge, and we do not involve ourselves in political conflict. We were founded in the year 231 by a woman named Goddess Bowdry. Ever since, the Creators Guild has been a constant in the ever-changing political landscape of Northander.
I'm sorry, mister, but if you are dedicated to preserving knowledge, you can't really stay apolitical. Because some political movements' entire agenda is to erase knowledge. So you, by proxy, become political when you preserve it. Do you know anything about the Bloodburn?
Actually, we're here for a reason. We're investigating the Bloodburn. Is there anything you or your guild knows about it?
The Bloodburn? You're studying it?
I guess you could say that. Yes.
Interesting. No, we do not know more about it than most alchemists or apothecaries at this point, though our general consensus is that we doubt the corporeal origin of the plague. There is magic involved in it.
Well, you're right about that. It is magical, and it is connected to the Shapers.
The Tsarlanth, that's interesting. Say, would you mind to tell me more? You seem to know a lot of variables which we are not aware of yet.
Okay, I will tell you.
I'll tell you. But we should find somewhere to sit. It's a long story.
Of course. Well, this is both fascinating and peculiar.
What do you make of it?
I do not believe in visions and prophecy, unless they come from a dreamweaver, so I'm uncertain. There is no arguing that this man Rondar Lacane knew more about the Bloodburn than most people. And his clues led you to Mullendeer, which is nothing short of impressive. So you believe that the Bloodburn is caused by Shaper telepathy. Is that correct?
It is a theory, but yes. Rogue telepathy, so to speak.
I see. I would like to come with you.
What?
I was clear, was I not? I would like to come with you. Your story is nothing short of fascinating. The Shaper City, the Bloodburn, and this Nexus. I would like to accompany you and help. I have a wide knowledge of the magic and the Shapers, and have a strong interest in finding a cure for the Bloodburn.
What about the guild? You're the leader.
What about the guild? Aren't you their leader?
I am, but that does not bind me to stay. It is common for creators' mages to head out to expeditions. They have become rarer due to the war, but still, there is nothing stopping me from coming back when our business is concluded.
Well, why not?
Well, why not? Just know that it will be dangerous.
I can defend myself. Quite well, in fact. However, there is one thing I need to finish before I come with you. Study. Maybe you could help. This would facilitate matters.
As long as it doesn't take too much time, yes. What are you studying?
Simple. I have always been fascinated by the notion of sentience and the mind in general. What creates consciousness? What is it that distinguishes us as humans from a wolf who is slave to his instincts? Quite recently, a group of refugees who arrived in Everlight told me of a bizarre sight. They said that a stone golem took over the abandoned mine near the gates and has grown a soul, and apparently has been trading with the villagers and even befriended one of them. It all seems highly unlikely, but I want to investigate it.
Oh, what can I do? There is a beautiful black man and I am just a woman. Just to be clear, I like any male and female character of any race. Like, I see a beautiful person and I am like, I'm in. How is this possible?
A monster with a soul? How is that even possible?
I do not know. It is not the first time people have reported such occurrences, but most of the times they turned out to be a hoax. This is the first case I've heard that might be legitimate. If it's true, this might change the world forever. Can you imagine? The ramifications of such a discovery would be monumental. It is currently believed that only the 5 principal kinds are capable of conscious thought. Disproving that would change everything. Suddenly, would killing a monster not be a homicidal act? Would putting them in a cage not be considered slavery? And finally, is it right for the principal kinds to consider themselves special, chosen by the Guardians?
That, all of those are really nice, cool questions that I want to find an answer to. What do you need my help with?
What do you need my help with?
Well, this is all an exciting scholarly prospect, but a golem is still a golem. So if the monster goes feral, I will require assistance. I can defend myself, but still it would be unwise to go there alone. I will get prepared and meet you at the mine. Do you know where it is?
Tell me.
Up north, at the top of the Iskander mountain. I will go as soon as possible.
Fair enough.
Yay!
I'll see you there.
So we somehow managed to get access to another companion?
Yes.
Let me see.
The bottle is filled with a fluorescent red liquid. You imagine that you see something move on the inside, but it might just be your eyes playing tricks on you.
Odd fellow. But he's a capable mage, that's for sure.
Mage note, self-awareness. Magic is as internal a force as it is external. The path to true mastery is not found in the width of the world but within the depths of oneself. Introspection, self-awareness, reflection, these are the qualities of a skilled mage. The mind is like the wilderness, powerful and labyrinthine. Stray too far from the path and become lost forever. But for those who follow the road through all its twists and perils, the possibility of true understanding burgeons on the horizon. A strong mind, a knowing mind, that is what makes a master. Magic demands an artist of the highest caliber, one who understands the workings of the mind. Only by looking within can a mage command his craft. Only by embracing the wilderness can the mind be tamed.
Sure.
The Shapers, gaining allies, Iron Mask, how does it work?
Now would you look at that?
I know Spot might be a wise one. The bowl is filled to the brim with a black, full-smelling powder. The hair on the back of your neck stands up as you extend your arm towards it. Something tells you this is a bad idea.
Interesting.
The amphora has a light, purple shimmer to it. You recognize the material porcelain from the islands in the Sea of Dreams.
I'll take a look.
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you? Come take a look. I'm sure I've got something that might spark your interest.
The way. I am not ready that kind of thing.
That way?
Cooking pot.
Huh. Interesting.
The label reads Tonicum Paismale. Okay. So we unlocked a new companion. Good that we came here. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay, now let's find the ferryman and go to another place.
Huh? Help you with something?
Wait.
I'll be off.
There's here something. I'll come back to the ferryman in a second. Scribbled note 4-2. I find some weird codes all over the place.
Huh?
Huh? Help you with something?
I want to cross the lake.
Sure. Where to?
Okay, Southern Beach? Okay. Not the place I expected.
This way, right?
Sounds like a plan.
There! dead.
Let's see.
The epitaph reads, "Here lies Joseph Moorstone, famous duelist and his most trusted companion."
You got it.
Understood.
Blasted armor.
Let me see. Huh. Interesting.
Oh, elven stonework custard. Oh.
That's the way?
I'll take a look.
Understood.
This way, right?
Sounds like a plan. Sure.
Whatever's necessary.
Message in a bottle. The parchment looks ancient. The bottle successfully protected it from tides and time. War is my life and my death. 9 times I have fallen on the battlefield, and 9 times I have returned to fight another day. Dying doesn't get any easier, but living, I will take it. This armor has seen me through it all. It is fine and sturdy as many are, and yet it possesses a power that should not be possible. I know not of any force that could grant such power but the Guardian's grace. Only they hold the power of life and death, and only they could bestow such a gift. I give thanks to them each time I draw breath yet again. They have freed me from every soldier's greatest enemy, fear. Fear of death, fear of loss, fear of the unknown. None of these troubles me anymore. Even now, as I sit on this ship heading into a storm, I laugh at it. The men of the seas scurry to ready themselves, but I am always ready. Ready to die, ready to live again. I have placed this note in a bottle, thrown out to sea in the fiercest of storms. For I am this note, and this armor my bottle. Though the waves may pound and the winds howl, never shall the bottle sink. It is eternal as am I.
Alright, why not? Blasted armor.
What is wrong with his armor all the time? He's complaining about his armor all the fucking time.
Sure.
That way?
They will fall.
Get ready!
I'll keep you shielded, please! Danger up ahead!
Alright, here goes nothing. Here we go. Fair enough. Let's do this. Get ready!
Will do.
Yes?
Ugh, undead.
Why are you not listening to me?
Whatever's Damn it! I need healing. They will fall. You read my mind.
More fighting. Does this never end?
You read my mind.
Here we go.
Various torture instruments are scattered around the chair. The wood is black.
Huh. Interesting.
Who would torture people here?
This way, right?
Understood.
Alright, why not?
Got it.
Blasted
Let me
armor.
see.
Highwaymen.
Place, wrong time.
Whatever's necessary.
All right, here goes nothing. Here we go.
Interesting.
Okay, there's a person here. Like, right up to.
Sounds like a plan.
Saved by a pale skin. Huh, I didn't expect that. If it wasn't for you, I'd be on some human's dinner plate by tonight. Thank you, friend. My name is Kier, of the Dustcrawler tribe.
My pleasure. What do you mean, on some human's dinner plate?
Well, it's a bit disturbing. Shortly put, there's a gang of human criminals who capture and butcher orcs and sell their meat as wyvern meat. It looks almost the same, so nobody can tell.
What?
What the? Are you joking?
If I were, would I be sitting in a cage and be covered in blood? No, I'm not. I know how absurd it sounds, but apparently these paleskins make a ton of money that way.
And nobody notices the difference, really?
And nobody notices the difference? Really?
Well, I've never eaten my own kin. It's bloody disgusting, and I want to think about it as little as possible.
Huh, and how did you end up here?
Huh. And how did a Dustcrawler orc end up here in Everlight?
I was trying to put an end to this.
So you're a detective?
So you're some kind of orc detective?
Oh my, how that sounds. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm a Kalzul, an architect.
Orcs have architects?
Yes, how do you think our cows are constructed? And of course, now you're asking yourself how an orcish architect ended up on a mission like this. Don't. It's complicated.
Tell me.
No, none of your business.
Wait, tell me! I want to know! We could help you.
We could help you.
Why? What is it to you?
I just want to help. This country needs stability.
I just want to help.
I don't trust people who just want to help. Especially if it means putting themselves in a lot of danger.
Well, let me put it this way. This country has enough troubles already, especially when it comes to political tensions. No need to add an orc-murdering gang to the list of our problems.
Makes sense. Fine then. I hope I won't regret this. If you want to help, we need to pick up where I left off. Evidence.
So you're trying to get the Everlight Guard to deal with it?
Yes. I'm just one orc, and even if I knew where their hideout was, I can't just run in there swinging my axe around like a maniac and expecting not to die a fool's death. I don't trust these guards. But as of now, they seem to be my only chance.
True. Do you have any idea where we could start looking for evidence?
Actually, yes. I managed to intercept correspondence between one of their thugs and the leader. It should be enough to convince the guards of their presence. However, the thugs took all of my belongings when they ambushed me. Makes sense, I guess. An orc headed for a slaughterhouse doesn't need his books and valuables with him. I say we go right... Foul rack. Bloody wound.
No offense, but I don't think you should join us just now. Maybe later.
I'm afraid that's true. Let us get your possessions for you.
Fine. I'm no good to anyone dead, am I? I think I heard them talk about some camp near the old mines. Maybe you could start there.
So far away! If I only could teleport there, it'd be lovely.
Hmm? Huh. Interesting.
Huh? Help you with something?
I want to cross the lake.
Sure. Where to?
Now all the way to...
Bandits up ahead.
No! No, please, mercy! I don't want to die!
Fair enough. Let's do this.
All right.
Get ready. Here we go. I need help over here. Fair enough. Let's do this. Help.
They will fall. Whatever's necessary.
All right, here goes nothing.
I'll keep you shielded.
I need help over here.
Who the fuck up?
No! No, please, mercy! I don't want to die!
Then you better talk. We want information on your syndicate.
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
How did this all start?
How did this all start? Who in blazes came up with the idea of murdering orcs and selling their meat?
I don't know.
Really?
Yes, really. I only joined the farm a few months ago, and nobody ever told me who came up with it. All I know is that we have to report to a man called the Butcher who runs the slaughterhouse in Everlight. But I never saw him in person.
How did you end up in this?
How did you end up in this? You don't look like an average cutthroat.
Because I'm not. I'm from the Mud District, and I spent years looking for work. But it's become almost impossible to find a good job as a fellow from the slums. Then that man Finn showed up in the Shangiga, and, well, the pay was good. And it took me a while until I realized that it wasn't Wyvern meat we were selling.
Where can I find your headquarters?
Where are your headquarters?
You mean the slaughterhouse? Please, I can't tell you. They will kill me if I do.
That does sound painful.
No, please! It's in Everlight. Below Everlight, to be precise. You have a map, don't you? Here. That's where the entrance is. All the meat is processed there. And it's run by the Butcher, our leader.
Anything else?
No, I don't... Wait, yes! The countersign! You need to remember the countersign. You need to answer, "I'm here for the produce," when they ask you, "What's your business?"
I'm here for the produce. All right. Now, what should I do with you?
What? But you said you'd spare me.
Get out of my sight.
Get out of my sight. But if I ever see you working with these cutthroats again, I won't be so lenient.
Yes, of course. I was done with this life anyway. Goodbye, soldier. And thank you for your mercy.
Look how merciful I am. Traitor's belonging.
Here we go. That must be the letter Kier mentioned, alongside the rest of his things.
Letter?
Just so you know, I think that was the right choice. That fellow really meant what he said. He had no idea what he was getting into.
I know. Come, let's go back to Kier.
Later, first we will enter.
No sign of Undergast.
He must have gone in already. Come, let's take a look.
Well, first. Okay.
I'll take a look.
Nowadays, few people remember the reason for Everlight's wealth. The glittering mine. For a long time, it was believed that moonsilver, the most precious and most durable ore of Io, could only be mined in the Windwall Mountains, the empire of the dwarves. All this changed when an unsuspecting farmer found a piece of the shimmering ore while digging a well. A gold rush followed, and Everlight, back then a modest town, grew into the metropolis it is today. The mine was depleted decades ago, but the wealth remained.
Ah, it is you.
Didn't you say in front of the mine?
I did, but then I realized that it might be wise to scout ahead in order to get a clearer picture of the situation. Come, let us go. The golem and its supposed friend should be further down the mine.
Corporal?
Will do.
That's the way.
Wait, will he be okay? Did he just die?
No, I need help over here. We need you.
They killed one of our heroes.
I need healing. Don't die on us now.
Fine. Help. All right. Please.
Come on. Don't die on us now.
Nowadays, few people remember the reason for Everlight's wealth. The glittering mine.
Ah.
Didn't you say in front of the mine?
I did. Come, let us go. The golem and its supposed friend should be further down the mine.
You got it.
This way, right?
More of them. This place is a bloody graveyard.
All right. Why not?
Understood. Walking corpses. Take them down. Got it.
More fighting. Does this never end?
Here we go.
They will fall. You read my mind.
Danger up ahead.
I did not expect so many creatures.
Strange. Sure.
This place is a bloody graveyard.
I'll keep you shielded.
Get ready.
Whatever's necessary.
Blasted armor. Sure.
Sounds like a plan. That way? Fair enough. Let's do this.
Danger up ahead.
You got it. Sounds like a plan.
That's the way. Look, up ahead. That must be the golem.
And its friend. Let's see what they have to say.
Rick, someone's coming.
Sure.
More of them. You read my mind. This place is a bloody graveyard.
Damn it! I need help over here.
Why are they dying? Hello, Arachno.
Greetings. Are you?
Rick, who are they? I'm afraid.
Don't worry, Hubert. They are not here to hurt you. Judging by the sounds of fighting we heard, I take it you took care of those undead. If so, you have my thanks. They appeared out of nowhere just a couple of days ago and locked us in.
They are dead. We're here to ask you some questions about your friend.
I figured. So I'm guessing you heard the rumors, right? Yes, this is the golem with a soul. And yes, I am the odd fellow protecting him. But before I tell you anything, promise me that you won't hurt him.
I know he might look intimidating, but he's actually quite sensitive.
I promise. If he doesn't hurt us, we won't hurt.
If he doesn't hurt us, we won't hurt him.
He won't. Trust me, hurting anybody is the last thing on Hubert's mind. So, what do you want to know? You didn't come here to take him away, did you?
What are you going to do with him?
What are your plans for Hubert? Neither he nor you can stay in this cave forever.
Honestly, I don't know. Hubert is such a good lad, and I want him to have a normal, happy life. As bizarre as that sounds when talking about a golem. He would love to make friends and...
Yes, friends. Rick, will these misters be my new friends?
Hubert, what did we say about interrupting other people when they're talking?
It's rude. And it makes people sad.
Do you want me to be sad, Hubert?
No, Rick. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. Just don't do that again.
Anyway, I try not to think about it. And until you showed up and killed those undead, I wasn't even sure we'd ever make it out of that cave again.
That was weird. We were talking about the golem. Why shouldn't he join our conversation? He wasn't interrupting us. He was just speaking for himself. Hubert, what makes you different?
Hubert, what makes you different from other golems? When did you realize you can think for yourself?
I don't know. I always had thoughts. Always had ideas. But I did not know how to tell people about them. After the ghost attacked me, and Rick healed me, he taught me how to speak.
Taught?
Yes. Yes, of course. Rick taught me how to speak.
Hubert is a very good student. He learned how to speak almost fluently in just a couple of months. If only men were half as eager to learn, maybe we wouldn't be in this mess we find ourselves in.
He could also carry the spirit of a person in him. Did you ever think of that?
If so, it was the spirit of an infant. As I said, all I did was offer Hubert guidance and, well, love.
How did did you come to know Hubert?
How did you come to know Hubert? I mean, you don't just come up to a golem and start a conversation.
Right. You don't. I found him laying half dead just outside this mine. Some creature drained him of his essence, a ghost or something.
Darkness came and stole my light. It hurt. It hurt so bad.
I know, Hubert, but it's over now.
For some reason, I immediately noticed that Hubert was different. In every other situation, I would have simply turned away and alarmed the guard, but I just couldn't. So I went into the city to find a mage.
Who? Joseph. His name was Joseph.
He is not with the Creators Guild. And this Joseph agreed to help you.
Well, he still owed me a favor, so... Yes, I asked him to heal Hubert. And even though he told me it was dangerous, he eventually did it. When it was done, he told me to get away as soon as possible, as it might wake up again soon. But just like when I had first seen him there, I simply knew that there was something in him. Something that made him more than just a construct. So I waited, and it turned out I was right. You can figure out the rest. I took him into the mine, as the Everlight guards would have attacked him on sight. And here, we became friends.
How long ago was that?
How long ago is it that you found him?
Let me think. Almost 4 moons now.
So 4 months? Why? I still don't understand.
What? And simply knowing he was different was enough for you to take on a golem?
Trust me. I know how it sounds. And it's hard to describe, but yes. Basically, that's how it was.
So you're down here to protect him?
So you took him into the cave to protect him?
Yes. Of course, word eventually got through to the townsfolk. But you're the first to follow up on the rumors.
And before these undead woke up, this place was actually quite peaceful. A bit gloomy, yes, but safe. And that's what matters.
How did you become friends, though?
How did you become friends, though?
Rick, friendly. Rick, always friendly. Rick, care for me.
Well, maybe friendship isn't the proper word for it. It's more like I care for him, the way a father cares for a child. And yes, I know how funny that sounds considering Hubert's size.
Ooh, why the name?
Why Hubert?
It was my grandfather's name. And one day, I simply started calling Hubert that, and it stuck.
Why didn't you kill the undead yourself?
Hubert is a stone golem. Why didn't you kill these undead yourselves if they trapped you?
Kill? Hubert? I told you he couldn't hurt a fly. He doesn't look it, but in his head, he's just like a child.
Okay. Can I let my friend examine Hubert?
Alright, look. My friend here would like to learn more about Hubert's uniqueness. It would be of great scientific value. Would it be possible for us to examine him?
I don't know. Will it harm him?
Golems were created to endure pain.
What my friend is trying to say is he will do everything he can to keep Hubert comfortable.
What do you think, Hubert?
I don't know.
Fine. If you think it will help us understand Hubert better, then I don't want to be an obstacle. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Then let us begin. Interesting. Truly interesting. Hubert, I am done. You can rest now.
It wasn't bad, Rick. It tickled a little, but it didn't hurt.
So, what did you find out?
Not much. But let me discuss it with my companion first. Tahar, if you please.
Where is the kind sir going, Rick?
So, let me be brief. I inspected Hubert's magical core, and it is rather unusual. It's overflowing with magical essence, unlike anything I've ever seen. My theory is that his remarkable intelligence comes from this irregularity. Unfortunately, I believe that the very same irregularity is also dangerous. The essence within him seems unstable.
It is very likely that it will eventually get out of control and cause an explosion unlike anything this land has ever seen. To me, it appears we have two options. We can destroy the golem, or take it back to the guild and try to harness its power, with the chance to stabilize the core and allow it to live. I do not think I should make that choice. I consider myself a rational person, but I'm afraid that my fascination with the matter clouds my judgment.
Can't we just relocate him?
Couldn't we just take him somewhere secluded and leave him be?
I'm afraid that's out of the question. We just don't know what the long-term effect of this instability would be. He could, for example, become feral and use his incredible power to wipe out a city or two. Killing him is the merciful option if his welfare is your primary concern.
We can't do this.
We can't do this. This is a sentient being we're talking about, not just a construct.
Forgive me, but this is highly irrational. You are a mage, so you should be able to sense it yourself. There is a magical power in this golem, and it is growing stronger by the minute. It is imperative that we act one way or another.
He's right, Tahar. Hubert may be a fascinating fellow, but he's also a walking time bomb. Not doing anything would be imposing a death sentence on all of Everlight.
Also, there is a slim chance that harnessing the power of his core would stabilize the core, and thus allow it to live.
How would you harness his power?
What do you mean by harness his power?
Well, the possibilities are endless. If we can replicate the structure of its core and stabilize it, it has the potential to change the world. We might even be able to recreate it, thus giving us a power source with the chance to recreate life. Obviously, there is no guarantee these experiments will bear fruit. We would also be risking blowing Everlight to smithereens in the process. If I had to make a guess, I would say that there is a 40% chance that the golem will be stabilized, and we will be able to harness the core. A 40% chance that it will die in perceived agony, and a 20% chance of triggering the devastating explosion.
Let me talk to Rick.
That's a tough decision. Let me talk to Rick.
Of course.
Blasted armor.
So, what did you and your friend talk about?
We need to take Hubert with us.
Well, there's no good way to say this. Hubert's magic core is very unusual. It's overflowing with energy, and while this energy is what makes him sentient, it also makes him dangerous. If we let Hubert stay here, the core might eventually become unstable and explode. The only way to save him is to take him to the Creators Guild, where they can try to control his power. Thing is, it might be a painful experience for Hubert. I'm sorry, but it's the only way. The alternative would be to kill him.
You bloody monster! No! There's no way I'm letting you do this! He's a person, damn it, not some toy for some mages to tinker with! You'll have to kill me first!
Rick, you're outnumbered, and I'm offering you and Hubert a chance. Don't you see it? You can either die here like a fool, or make sure Hubert gets through the entire ordeal together with you.
Well, I guess you're right, aren't you? I don't have a chance against you all. But let me say this. If I learn that anything happens to Hubert, I will come and hunt you down, even if it costs my life. Hubert, it's time to go. We're moving into a new home.
What? I'm going to see the outside again? Just how you promised.
Yes. Just how I promised.
Well, I must say that I'm happy you made that decision. I will go back to the guild now and prepare my things for our journey as discussed. I will see you there.
Well, that didn't sound very optimistic.
You got it.
Wow.
More fighting. Does this never end?
All right, here goes nothing. Let me see. That way? Sounds like a plan.
They will fall.
Get ready. Here we go. All right, here goes nothing. Fair enough. Let's do this. Sure.
This way, right?
Get ready.
All right. Help, please.
Fair enough. Let's do this. All right, here goes nothing.
I'll keep you shielded.
Interesting.
Huh. Interesting. Let me see.
Huh. Intriguing. All right. Why not?
Will do.
This way, right?
Here we
More of
go.
them. This place is a bloody graveyard.
More fighting. Does this never end?
Get ready.
Blasted armor. Huh?
You read my mind.
Let's see.
That way? You got it.
What's that?
We're in for a fight.
All right, here goes nothing.
Fine. Danger up ahead.
Whatever's necessary.
Muy pesado?
Sure.
What the fuck is that? Immune to stun. Immunity to instant kill. Siege resistance 55. Magical resistance 30. Pierce resistance 20. Strike resistance minus 55. I don't like it.
Ugh. I'm dead.
I'll keep you shielded. All right. Fine.
Here we go. Fair enough. Let's do this.
Another thing that doesn't look easily defeatable. What's wrong with those caves?
Get ready. All right, here goes nothing.
Help! More fighting. Please! Does this never end?
Needs one Pyrenet still.
Got it.
I'll keep you shielded. Don't move! Fine.
I need help over here.
Necessary. Danger up ahead.
Hey, we won. But it was hard-earned victory.
Let's see.
Why my rewards are trash?
I'll take a look.
Huh?
That way?
Sure.
Now would you look at that?
Oh, smoking plate. Finally found everything I needed for that set.
Sounds like a plan.
Shit. Another. Oh.
Huh. Intriguing.
Understood.
All right.
They will fall.
Danger up ahead.
You read my mind. Will do.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Don't move.
Huh. Interesting. Let me see. That way? Sure.
This is the first word column. Wow.
Will do.
That's the way?
A strange feeling settles in your stomach as you near the ritual ball, a swarm of insects wearing through your entrails. Light up the ritual ball facing north. As you light up the ritual ball, a tingling sensation bolts up your arm, feeling both peculiar and contagious. You gasp as a wave of energy takes hold of your body, flooding every corner of your body, then suddenly it's gone.
We should get moving.
You got it.
All right.
I need help over here.
It's a mage! It's going after us. That's unfair.
That way?
Sure.
Sure. Sounds like a plan.
Help!
You got it.
Please! Help!
Blasted armor. This way, right? Blasted armor. Help! Please!
Damn it! I need healing!
Sure. They killed one of our heroes.
Help! Please!
No. Don't die on me, will you? We need you. No. Don't die on me, will you? We need you.
That was some kind of demon.
Alright, why not?
What do we need?
The ground is on fire. But we won! Whatever the fuck that thing was, it died. Now the question is, can we finish the other 2 places left here? Pretty.
Got it.
Sure.
Nope,
That's
we
the way.
can.
Understood.
This is some type of dragon. And I don't like it. I would need an army to defeat it. Yeah.
You got it.
Will do.
There's an area here. I don't know how to.
Let's see.
Got it.
Convenient.
Oh, you're back. So I take it you found everything. The fever's gotten a bit worse while you were gone, so you came just in time.
Rosie,
Shh, Georgie, I'm here. The kind soldier brought the herbs for Holy Frank's medicine. You'll be better before the morrow.
This isn't a fever, Tahar. This man has the blood burn. That quack's potion will do as little good as a drop of virgin's blood.
Blazes. You're right.
What? Did you say something?
What is your husband doing outside?
Rohicia, your husband is ill. Why is he even outside?
Getting fresh air. Ever thought of that? Holy Frank said that there's no better cure than the smell of fresh grass in your nostrils and the warmth of sun on your face. And if Holy Frank says it, then it's true. It must be.
This elixir won't help.
Rohicia, there's no good way to say this, but this elixir won't help. Your husband has the blood burn and there's no cure to remedy that. Especially not from some faith healer. You need to take your husband to a doctor as soon as possible.
Blood burn? You mean that plague? No, that's not possible. Holy Frank said it was just the cramps, the weather. It's been scorching lately.
Tiara's breath. Rohicia, just look at him. He's already started to form blisters.
But no, No, you're a liar. I should have known it when I first saw you. Now get out of here! I don't ever want to see your face again! Get out of my fucking sight! The elixir will help, for heck's sake. It will help. And Georgie will be fine. You hear me? He will be fine!
Well, that could have gone better.
People believe what they want to believe. We should still inform the Everlight mayor about this, though. Yeah, I know. The bloodburn isn't contagious, but the doctors might learn from this.
I guess. Blasted plague. Wherever it comes from, it needs to stop.
Yeah, it does. So that's how it works. So you can use it for teleporting. And here I was going around by myself. I didn't realize you can connect them to each other and just teleport.
Interesting.
That will be quicker. So much quicker now.
I'll take a look.
Why didn't you teleport too?
So, what's the plan?
Before they teleported together, now they teleport one at a time.
Ah, there you are. In case you were wondering, I sent 2 mages to help Richard and Hubert find their way to the guild. It will be a marvelous opportunity to deepen our knowledge on magic. I'm still fascinated by the idea that an abundance of magic is able to create sentience. Just think of what that entails. Either way, I am ready to join you.
Yay! We have another man in our team. Golem Core. Now... Oh, he is paradox magic. Ooh. Her chance to burn the target's focus with every outer stat. Single target, black mask, light magic, or magic has a certain chance to apply each damage type to target enemy, small chance to deal no damage at all. Target ally temporarily deals damage back onto the attacker when hit. All out attack deal magic damage. A friendly target deals persistent, pure damage for a certain amount of time. Heal allies and damage enemies in target area. Ooh, cool. Okay, so area went this way. And two, and this, so. Resurrect all allies in target area. Regenerate your focus. It's a willpower ability. Intelligence. Willpower. Intelligence. Okay. don't want him to die. Iskrim has the most constitution. And Undergut now has more constitution than me and Area. Now we have 4 people army!
Certainly.
Just give the word.
Okay. One more thing we'll do and we'll finish. We will leave the mayor versus for next time. Go back to that orc.
Huh?
Oh, speaking of which, I don't put anything on that. Do I have even anything remotely cool? You say. Draconet High made rope of the abyss. Wait. Okay, he has different armor. Ooh, Mentor's Spleen on. Wait. This is even better armor, but... he has better stuff. Ah, he can wear it because he has Constitution 4. If one of my characters gets Constitution 4, they could still wear it. I want to give it to myself. Okay, these abilities are not included. There's like additional person.
That way?
Look at that. My pale-skinned friends return. Had any luck?
I think so. Are these your things?
Let me see. Yes, they are. I have to say, I'm surprised. My experience with pale skin so far has been that you talk a lot and act very little.
Okay. I know where they are hiding.
Listen, there's no guarantee the guard will take down the syndicate, even if we provide them with the evidence. I actually convinced one of their thugs to tell me the location of their hideout. They call it the Slaughterhouse. And apparently that's also where we could find their leader, the Butcher.
Butcher. Pathetic. But what are you suggesting? That we storm that place all by ourselves? That's suicide.
We're all mages and know how to defend ourselves, and they won't be expecting us. I think we stand a chance.
A bold plan. But I like it. Fine, let's take care of this ourselves. Where is that hideout?
In the middle of Everlight. Just meet me there.
Understood. Ah, and here. I think you should have this. You deserve it more than I do. So far, I haven't done much more than getting thrown into a cage. I'll meet you in Everlight. May your blood never boil.
Blasted armor. Corporal?
Okay, I will stay here, and this will be everything. Thank you for dropping by, and see you tomorrow. I will quickly raid someone, so don't worry. Okay, I will just finish the game and raid someone. I mean, close the game. I hope you have fun.